Can you explain to the audience the minority veterans portion of it? What is that?
I am so glad you asked. I have here one of my pamphlets, and I have Xeroxed this because I want to share.
Let me help you with that.
Thank you. I want to share with you, and you can hear it also. The Minority Veterans Program came about, it was November 1999. Someone in Washington realized that the regional offices were not seeing minority veterans come into the office to apply for benefits, to question about benefits, or even call into the office to inquire about benefits or apply for benefits. Nor were they seeing minority veterans coming and using the VA Medical Center in the numbers that they felt that they should be coming with the number of minority veterans that we have throughout the United States. So in November 1999, the Center for Minority Affairs came into being. Some of us had been working in the minority community for some time longer before that, and I think I shared with the group yesterday that I have been actually working within our community, specifically with the minority veterans since 1985. But I was a kid when I started, so I'm trying to start go there. We love what we do. It is a collateral, and even though I wear many hats, it is a collateral. And what we do, we go out into the community, we come to functions such as this one, and we use this to gain access to people out there who may not otherwise get to know what the VA is all about. One thing I like to commend NAVEX for with this program is that they are trying to empower the veterans in our community with the training that they're given today, and we in turn want you to empower us in reaching veterans out there. So if you are members of a certain or any organization and you meet regularly and you would like for someone to come to a meeting and give information that can be carried out from that meeting to people within the community about our program, if you are anywhere where you can tell someone about us that you've learned that they have not used our programs or anything, we will be more than glad to come out and speak and bring information to assist them with applying for benefits or to take information back to the agencies where we can look into what's happened with their benefits, or to see if there is a possibility that something can be done with any kind of problem that they're having within the system, whether it's on the benefit side, hospital side, or the cemetery side. And like I said, this is a collateral. We do this aside from what we are really paid to do. I am really paid to be the Veterans Services Representative. That is my bread and butter. But when I come out to affairs like this one, it sort of adds to what I do and what I'm really paid to do. It adds to that. And I tell people within my office that when you work claims, and the majority of the people on the benefit side, this is what they do. They process the actual claim itself. And when you deal with folders, paperwork, you forget that there is a veteran, a living, breathing human being on the other end. And when you go out into the community, this reminds you of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And it makes, when you go back to the office, it makes that folder come alive. You know, that file is an individual. That file represents someone's life. That file says a whole lot more than just being ink on paper. So this is what we do. And again, we love what we do, or we wouldn't be here. Because a lot of times, I know personally, I meet after hours after I go home, I am on the NAACP Armed Forces Committee. They meet once a month at 7 o'clock in the evening. I am also a member of the Montford Point Marines Association. They meet once a month, 7 o'clock in the evening. So a lot of things that I do is way past my 4 o'clock cutoff time for my job. I have a family. My son is away in college now. He's in graduate school. He'll soon be home, living at home. I have a husband. That says it all. So you know, it's not like this is all that I do. But because we have to be of a certain kind of an individual to love what we do, to love our veterans, to do this. I am not a veteran. My dad was. My dad's 84 years old. My dad he served with Patton's 3rd Army. I have my baby sister and her husband both came out of the Air Force. They were master sergeants, and I have Buffalo Soldier. My dad's uncle was a Buffalo Soldier, so I have a history. So when I work with my veterans, I've got that, you know, it's like, this is family. I'm working with family here. So that is what we do. That is what I do. And if anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you after the others have given you a synopsis of what they do.
Thank you. So from what I'm gathering, you're from Louisville. When she decides to run for office, you know what she does. I heard her bio and her pictures. Thank you again, Ms. Morris. Ms. Leverson.
It's Leverson.
Leverson.
And that's okay.
I see EEO on here. EEO manager. EEO for the veterans or EEO for?
I'm EEO for the hospital.
For the
I
hospital.
am also, there is such a thing as civilian veterans, you can file an EEO if you feel you're being discriminated against. And it's not filed through the Title 7, it's Title 6. There is an external program to handle that. But I am EEO for the hospital and staff. I'm the minority veteran as well. You can go that route. However, when you talk EEO for the veterans, we have a process when they do allege discrimination out here. So the process is there. There's Title 6. If it needs to be entered into, we'll enter into it, and it's investigated pretty much almost identical the same way. Regina said it all. As minority, we do the same thing as our roles are the same, except I'm going to identify minorities. We are proud of all of our veterans, but we are outreaching to the Asians, the Hispanics, Native Americans, and also, Asian Pacific, of course, because May is Asian Pacific month. And of course, women are minorities when it comes to the military. But as far as you asked the EEO question, that is basically.
Well, what I would like for you to elaborate on is the My Healthy Vet.
My Healthy Vet is not my program. My Healthy Vet, we have a program manager, and that's Keisha DeWalt. And I wish we had thought I would have brought her out here with me, because she is an outreach coordinator as well. We have so many outreach programs at the facility. There's Linda. I see Linda Brashear is a big outreach fan right there. I mean, she's always, what's that?
Brain injury.
So you got the traumatic brain TCU, and all that. So with so many outreach programs, so My Healthy Vet is there. Please, Keisha DeWalt. If you dial 287-4000 and ask for Keisha DeWalt, I'm My Healthy Vet coordinator, you can definitely get her. You can reach her through me also, and I'll get her. So just call, and I'll do what I have to do if a veteran calls.
What is it that you would like to share with the audience here? Anything particularly you'd like to share?
Well, I mean, again, I do pretty much the same outreach as Regina do. That's a collateral duty for me as well. Some VA hospitals, all the VA hospitals across country, some 154 VA medical centers or hospitals across country has a minority veteran program coordinator. So we all are there. There's one at every hospital, so you can make that call. Ask that question. We'll get you to the right people and the right person. If you don't know who to call the minority veteran coordinator. Because we answer to all veterans that call, and we'll get you to the right place in the right time. And as quick as possible. If there's something I can do, I will jump in there with you. If I need to call something if I need to refer you to the regional office, if it's about claims and benefits, and a lot of times that's what it's about, because once you come to the hospital, it's about medical care. Okay, so I want to make sure that you all know that once you hit the hospital, it's about medical care, and we do have an eligibility office in the hospital. And Regina, you come out once a week to the medical center as well to help us out there with those things. So please, the hospital is there. Utilize. We got satellite clinics. I think Ms. Brown spoke this morning. I'm not sure. She was our associate director. She came out this morning. She was our associate director. I thank her for coming out. So I'm not sure what she said or what she shared. So I just don't want to repeat the same thing. So.
Thank you. And so far, does anyone in the audience have any questions for VBA or VAMC?
I'm curious. If you have, if you're a TRICARE Prime enrollee, do you still, can you still utilize VA services on the healthcare side?
If you have TRICARE or TRICARE Prime.
Now the problem with the question is we're not TRICARE, and that's what's so confusing sometimes. People think that everything falls under the VA umbrella, and it doesn't. TRICARE, I wouldn't be able to answer that. There's a toll-free number for TRICARE, or you can go on the website. And as far as treatment at the medical center, even Ruby wouldn't have all that information because she works in just a certain part of the medical
Whereas
center.
that question might be eligibility.
Eligibility.
Okay.
So that, yeah, more like
So you would dial 287-4000 and ask for the eligibility first.
And I got the number for eligibility, but I just, in case I have it here with me, and I'll give it to you. Okay.